Jai Shri Ram, and welcome back to Dharma Vani Podcast. I'm your host, Pradeep Rachwal. In today's episode 1213, we walk alongside Shri Rama and Lakshmana as they journey into the serene yet heartbreakingly beautiful region of the Pampa Lake. Here, we bear witness to the deeply human and tender heart of the Avatar. Here, Rama walks not as God, but we see the humanity in him. Burdened by the devastating news of King Dasharatha's passing, grieving the agonizing separation from his beloved Sita, and distant from all he once knew, Shri Rama's world appears to be collapsing all around him. In this poignant moment of raw sorrow, all he has in the world is the loyal brother, Lakshmana. In today's offering, you will find beautiful bhajans, Sumiran and Arti, sung by members of the Sanatan Dharma Mandir of Houston, Texas, and the Triveni Mandir of Hard Bargain in Trinidad. But before we enter this emotionally charged chapter of Ramayana, remember that you can explore all of our devotional books, including the Sanatan Dharma Songbook and Chalisa Sangam, along with complete audiobooks and past episodes at dharmavanimedia.com and prbridgelaw.com. And if the show brings peace to your day, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your family and friends. Now let us step into the quiet shores of Pampa and reflect on the divine strength, brotherhood, and boundless devotion that carries Shri Ram through his darkest hour. Jai Shri Ram.
वन्दे वाणी विनायको। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। जहि सुमिरत सिद्धि होई रामा, जहि सुमिरत सिद्धि होई रामा। गणनायक करि वरदना, करि वरदना, करहु अनुग्रह सोई रामा, करहु अनुग्रह निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैवावरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। Shri Rama has just met Sri Mata. After he meets Sri Mata, she gives up her body. She attains moksha. He goes, and he and Lakshmana, they go into the Pampa lake and they take a bath. And when they come out, he tells Lakshmana, Lakshmana, I feel so good now. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulder. And I feel like I am so motivated to go on. Come on, hurry. Let's go. Let's go. And as he walks in, he's telling Lakshmana, he says, behold, O Lakshmana, behold, O son of Sumitra, the woodland surrounding the Pampa. So pleasant to the sight, the trees looking so as though crested with their towering boughs, spread their charm like mountains. Now these are the words of Valmiki. Right? So we're going to try to stay as close as we can to what Valmiki is telling us. But as he's walking and as he's looking, something happens. He's looking at the trees, he's looking at the beauty, and the beauty reminds him of Sita. And as he's thinking about Sita Devi, that motivation that he has, that calm that he had attained, starts to shatter. And he tells Lakshmana, he says, oh Lakshmana, agonies of various kinds for their part undoubtedly afflict me. Lakshmana, I'm looking at all of this and I'm starting to feel this pain inside of me. So stricken as I am, already with grief caused by Bharat's sad plight. Remember, Bharata had come to him, wanted him to go back. They had this long conversation and he had to send Bharat back with his family. Bharat never wanted to leave. Right? So Bharat goes back and he has to suffer also for 14 years and he's thinking about Bharat as well. Right? Caused by Bharat's sad plight and the abduction of Sita. All of this is weighing on his mind. You know, by the abduction of Sita, a princess of the Vidya territory. Now, reaching along with Lakshmana, the son of Sumitra, the aforesaid pond abounding in lotuses, lilies, and fishes, Lord Rama, whose mind was troubled, burst into a wail. Valmiki is saying this. Valmiki is showing us Shri Rama, that brave, that powerful, that strong Rama that we know. He is not here right now. He's showing us Rama at his most weak point. He's literally in tears. He is crying. Because he's thinking about Sita. He's thinking about all of this trouble that he has. How does this relate to us? You think about us and about our daily life. Shri Rama came as a man to show us how to live, right? Everything that we see him doing, we can relate directly to our own lives. He shows us Shri Rama here is God in the form of man. He's exhausted. From this long travel, he's exhausted, he's overwhelmed. Huh? He's even grieving. You can tell he's grieving spiritually as well. He's losing hope. God and he's unable to hold back his tears. This Rama is not the brave, the powerful, heroic Ram that we know. He's not the serene Ram that we know. Right now, you cannot go to Rama and expect strength. You cannot go to Rama and think you're going to walk away feeling better about yourself. This is Rama, the human, Rama the son, Rama the husband, we're saying, Rama the brother. Not Rama the God, not Rama the warrior. Rama is telling us, even the greatest beings, even the strongest among us, experience moments where everything breaks open and we lose that strength. He says strength is not the absence of pain. Strength is actually the ability to continue while walking in pain. Rama is not weak here, he is human here. And Ramji wants us to see that even the strongest person can feel overwhelmed. We can all relate to that. We have all been there. Right? We go into moments of depression, we go into moments of sadness, and we start thinking that the world is against us. We start feeling like no matter what we do, we can't get ourselves out of that. How does Rama come out of this? The scene is showing us family pain that he's feeling. He's seeing family pain in Bharat's suffering. He's seeing family pain in Sita's suffering. His personal pain, his own pain, is looking at how he's feeling by missing Sita. God is saying, if Rama can break down, all of us are allowed to do that. If Rama could cry, who are we? You know, which time I go on, I hear people saying, when people die, they're not supposed to cry. You ever hear that? I don't know where I get that from. When the time comes to grieve, you have to have the chance to grieve. We go through things in life as human beings. God is telling us this. We are human. Rama came as a human to show us that. Don't worry about it. When that time comes, you do what needs to be done to get through what you need to get through. But what does Lakshmana do? Lakshmana is standing and he's watching Rama. Now, Rama has been going through this periodically. From the first time when he realizes that Sita Devi is missing, that first night, he starts to cry the same way. He starts to break down and he tells Lakshmana, I feel like I could just end it. Why am I here? Why should I live without Sita? It doesn't make any sense. I don't feel like I should even be here. Right? And at that time, Lakshmana had decided that he would stand by Rama. He would hold Rama's hand. He stayed up with him all night. He made sure his brother was okay. This is what a brother does, right? He makes sure that his family, he makes sure his other brother, his sisters are okay, right? And this is what Lakshmana is doing. He's the little brother. And he's making sure his other brother is okay. But now he's seeing Rama spiraling. And he's not getting any better. He's getting worse. So he decides to choose a different tactic. After Lakshmana listens, he says, Lakshmana listens and does something unexpected. Whereas previously he had held Rama's hand and agreed with him, he chooses a different approach. He tells Rama, have fortitude, O Rama. May prosperity attend on you. Pray, do not grieve, O jewel among men. He starts first by lifting Rama up, right? You are the jewel among men, reminding him of his inner strength, his noble nature, and he speaks to him like a counsel, not a fellow mortal. He is holding his strength. He is not saying, yeah, I understand. You know, I did it too. I Mrs. Sheila. No, he can't go there right now. He has to show that he has strength too. And don't worry, if you fall, I here with you. If you fall, I will pick you up. Right? This is where Lakshmana is at. He's showing you, hey, you're still the man. You're strong. Right? He starts to remind him. He says, the intellect of such people as you, whose mind is free from sin, never gets slandered. He reminds Rama of his true identity. He says, you are a man of clarity. You're a man of discipline and divine steadiness. This is Lakshmana's way of saying, you are not behaving as yourself. You're behaving as somebody else right now. Think about what you're doing. He says, now all of these are Valmiki's words, right? What I'm telling you, this is what is actually the Valmiki Ramayana. He says, bearing in mind the grief born of desolation, give up your fondness of the beloved ones. Even a wet wick begins to burn through contact with excessive oil. What does that mean? Lakshmana warns that too much attachment, right? Too much attachment can weaken judgment. That's what the excessive oil represents. Too much attachment that you're around, right? Just as a wick soaked in too much oil cannot burn properly, a mind soaked in grief cannot act. He's telling him this is the outcome of what you are doing. Oh, noble sir, let the abject mentality of despondency be given up. Now he starts to get more serious with him. For the object of pursuit cannot be attained without exertion by those whose endeavor has been foiled and purpose thwarted. Men of endeavor cannot get disheartened when faced with hardest duties. Success comes through effort, not suffer. He reminds Rama that even the hardest duties must be faced with courage. And he says, falling back upon their exertion, we shall be able to recover Sita. This is his law now, he's telling him. He chooses to pull Rama back from the brink, and they will rely on action. We're not sulking. This will not get us anywhere. Right? Bare exertion, we will be able to recover Sita. Now, casting grief to the background, abandon the behavior of one dominated by concupiscence. Now, this is a very difficult thing he's telling, right? He's telling Lakshmana is telling him, he greatly rebukes Rama and telling him, grief has made you behave like someone ruled by emotion, not by dharma. Concupiscence is when you attach yourself to all of the worldly things instead of you focusing on your dharma instead. Rama is not a man of the world. He doesn't focus on worldly things. This is not who you are. So when he says this to Rama, this is meant to shake him out of the mindset that he's in, right? It is a pity you no longer recognize yourself. Your younger brother telling you this. It is a pity you don't recognize yourself no more. To be an exalted soul who had disciplined his mind. This is the sharpest rebuke that Lakshmana has given him. Lakshmana is saying you have forgotten who you are. It is meant to jolt Rama back to awareness. Now, after hearing all of this, Rama, this is what Valmiki said, shaking off grief and infatuation too, when admonished thus by Lakshmana, Lord Rama, whose understanding had been clouded by grief, regained his firmness. Now, it takes somebody with the stature of Lakshmana and the behavior of Lakshmana to come and speak to Rama like that. Right? When we go through stuff like that, it takes a certain type of person to come and to pull us out of it. The message of the Ramayana is to show us how family serves as an anchor in our weakest moment. At Pampa Lake, Valmiki shows Rama not as a warrior, but as a brother, as a son, as a man. Yet even in that sorrow, Lakshmana, his brother, stands by him. Lakshmana never leaves him, he never abandons him. He's silent and he's steadfast. He's making sure that I see my brother is broken. I see what he's going through. And I will be there for him. I'm looking at him. I'm looking out for him. Here Lakshmana shines. You see who Lakshmana really is. Right? And when the time comes for him to step up, when he sees the opportunity to step up, he stands up and he tells him. Valmiki is showing us to stand with one another when the world feels too heavy. This is what family is for. Right? This is what friends are for. To lend courage when a loved one's strength falters. To share wisdom and compassion even when we ourselves are hurting. Rama's tears remind us that divine strength is not isolation, It is the ability to learn to love. When one heart trembles, another holds it steady. When one voice breaks, another speaks hope. It is a unity Valmiki speaks of, the kind that turns pain into purpose. In every family, everything that we do in life is going to be a conflict. There's going to be that thing that we go through, especially nowadays. Right? There's a lot of things just people go through and they go through quietly. Even in our own families, right? We go through quietly and we don't tell anybody. Lakshmana is showing us something. He's saying, look out for one another. Be there for one another. Because that's your duty. As a friend, as a brother, as a sister, as a husband, as a wife. This is our duty. Our most important thing is to look out for those around us. And as I close today, I want to ask one question. Imagine what it would be like to have a brother like Lakshmana. Lakshmana Sahai means, oh, to have a brother like Lakshmana. This version so beautifully tells us, speaks of family. Nagari hoyo se Raghukul sagarana ho Charan ho Ram javati jaha mera tikana ho Charan ho Ram javati jaha mera tikana ho Page 199. Nagari hoyo jasi Raghukul sagarana ho Charan ho Ram javati jaha mera tikana ho Charan ho Ram javati jaha mera tikana ho. May the city, may the place that we live be like a Yoga. And may our family be like a Raghukul flag. And may my home be at the feet of Shri Rama. Lakshmana Sahai ho Shri Rama ho Lakshmana Sahai ho Shri Rama ho Swami May our wives be like Sita. May our children be like love and fish. Have that blessing. Oh, त्याग भरत जैसा सीता से न्यारी हो. Oh, त्याग भरत जैसा सीता से न्यारी हो. May our devotion be like Shabari's. Dedication and strength should be like, may our dedication and strength be like that of Hanuman. Shraddha ho Shabari jaise, Shabari se bhakti ho. Hanuman ki jaise. Every katha from this book comes from the Padma Purana, so it's not from the Ramayana. You know, Kiskinda, he is one of the Chandradevis. He's always here. He gets to see Shri Ram as he comes. Every time Shri Ram comes, he gets to see that Leela as it plays out. And every time that Leela plays out, it plays out differently, right? So the Rama Katha that we know in this Valmiki Ramayana is just one version of it, right? There's the version of Valmiki, of Rama Katha when he comes. They don't even build a bridge. They sail across Lanka, and you wouldn't believe what they use as the boat, right? It's in Padma Purana, and I put it in that book. And it's not Hanuman. They don't all sit on Hanuman and float, right? There's a version of Valmiki, of Rama Katha, where Sita actually comes back and lives with Rama, and they have that happy ending at the end. And it's in that. There's a version of Ramayana where Shatrughan stands up and he has a battle with Lord Shiva. And it's in that. There's such beautiful kathas, right, that we don't get to hear. And I was lucky enough to get a set of the Padma Purana and started reading it, and I saw all of these beautiful kathas. I said, you know what? Nobody's going to read this. The set is like this big of the Padma Purana. Nobody's going to read all of that to see all of these leelas of Shri Ram. So I decided I was going to go through it and put them all together in a book, and that's it right there. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can actually download that book for free on Amazon and read the whole thing without have to pay.